We're celebrating amazing women today. Welcome to Good to Know. We have a lot to celebrate, starting with a milestone birthday. Evelyn Degler just turned 90.
This is one of the best 90th birthdays I've ever had.
And her Florida community is showing her the love.
Of course, it's the only one.
She's living an incredible life. She started dazzling people decades ago, performing magic with her father.
I did what they call stage magic. No cards, nothing up close. It was all big pieces that were on the stage. The best thing I do now is make money disappear.
She also toured the country with her pet chimpanzee and elephant, and eventually started a long-running tradition in her community, the Martin County Fair.
Fair had been on beforehand, but the war came and everything was changed. And then after the war, they wanted to start up again.
And to commemorate a lifetime of bringing others happiness,
Keys to the city of Stewart.
Well, thank you.
You deserve it, Evelyn. We can't wait to see all the joy you spread in your next decade.
I'm shooting for 100 anyway.
Cheers to Evelyn and all of today's amazing women.
It doesn't really matter like how big or small. I just think any nice gesture we can do for each other these days is so important.
You need to be giving them the utmost support and appreciation because they are putting themselves out there. They're the real heroes.
Thank you. We love seeing those smiles from the medical professionals.
These kids really are conscientious, really excited about what they're doing, and I'm so proud of them.
I was able to bloom and blossom from the hardships that I faced in my life.
I want women to know that they are enough, exactly like they are.
I had no words. I ended up crying because I couldn't even say anything.
It's a life-changing event when you can be a part of something like this. It's a privilege, man. It's an honor.
What an amazing community we have here. It's blown me away.
It's a bond that I'll hold with her forever.
I'm your host, Lindsay Boach, and we're not the only ones celebrating incredible women. An EMT in Virginia is inspiring young girls after receiving a big honor herself.
She's an amazing, sweet little girl.
12-year-old Lacey lives in Texas. Her aunt, April O'Quinn, is an EMT in Richmond.
She tells everybody about me all the time.
Lacey may tell others about how her aunt saves lives, but it wasn't until after the fact she told April about something big.
Got a phone call from Lacey that told me she had nominated me for a contest.
The popular American Girl Dolls ran a nationwide contest asking families to submit their frontline heroes, people risking their own safety to help others during the COVID-19 health emergency.
I had no words. I ended up crying because I couldn't even say anything.
Last month, April found out from Lacey they'd won.
The stars and brightness in her face and eyes was amazing. It was all worth the pictures, even though I hate pictures.
April is now one of 5 heroes nationwide. American Girl turned into a custom doll, celebrating their service.
Just, honoring people that are out there every day doing what we've done in the past and continue to do today, even though the risk of catching this crazy disease is still there.
April's story likely caught the eye of the contest judges because she knows that risk personally. She caught COVID-19 in March and missed a month of work.
The lung problems was probably the worst part for me, just not being able, I couldn't lay down. I had to sit up. I slept sitting up. I feel very fortunate that I only have the minor problems I have and I can be back to work.
Emergency medical services seemed like a perfect fit for April, and she didn't hesitate returning to work once doctors gave the okay.
I like to get in there, help people, make them feel better, and step back into the dark,
She's a bit uncomfortable with all the attention, despite thousands of messages of support since word of her doll went public.
The stigmatism of it's a man's world, with EMS. I'm here to show you and prove to you it's not.
Really though, the review she cares about the most is holding on to her doll, thousands of miles away.
It'll be something that neither one of us will ever forget. It's a bond that, that I'll hold with her forever.
Our next inspiring woman shows us how to overcome obstacles and keep chasing your dreams no matter what life throws at you.
It's been a difficult journey, but I've had so much support, and I'm so blessed, so very blessed.
Teresa Jackson is walking down a path in life she never expected.
When the neurologist diagnosed me, I was in a complete state of shock.
2 years ago, the woman from Stevens City noticed she was shaking uncontrollably.
My very first symptom was a tremor, and it started in my left hand.
The diagnosis? Parkinson's disease, a brain disorder that affects walking and balance that can grow worse over time.
There's a lot of work to be done around the time of diagnosis when someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's.
The married mother of 2 is slowing her symptoms.
So I probably exercise about 14 or 15 hours a week.
Working out feverishly.
What the researchers know is that aggressive exercise has the potential to slow down the progression of Parkinson's.
Teresa stays fit on the outside and in.
So tonight, I pray for a complete healing for Teresa's life.
Friends at Destination Church in Prince George nourish her soul.
My faith has always been really important to me, and without my faith, I don't know where I would be. I don't think I would have the same drive to get up every day.
Teresa, though, isn't solely focused on herself. She is becoming a highly visible advocate for those living with Parkinson's.
Yes, just last month.
Representing Frederick County, I am Teresa Jackson.
Teresa stepped into an unfamiliar role in the spotlight.
I did compete in Mrs. Virginia.
On July 11th, encouraged by her family.
Teresa is escorted by her husband, Julian.
The 57-year-old entered the Mrs. Virginia pageant in South Hill, competing with women 20 years her junior.
It took a while. I think at first I thought, you have lost your mind. The girls, have you seen the women that compete in Mrs. Virginia? They're talented and they're beautiful and they're young.
Nerves nearly took home the crown even before the competition began.
The day before, I was really nervous. In fact, I was thinking, what have I done? Oh my goodness, what have I done? If I didn't have sponsors, I think I would bail.
In the evening gown, swimsuit, and interview categories, Teresa held her own.
We're adding to the line contestant number 15, Teresa Jackson.
Surprising. I went in with really no expectations because I'd never done it before.
The pageant wasn't about vanity.
I'm sure I had a bewildered look on my face because it was just so new to me and it just wasn't my world.
Her platform is Parkinson's awareness and the need for education in newly diagnosed patients.
For Teresa, this was an opportunity to share her message of Parkinson's awareness and overcoming obstacles.
I want women to know that they are enough, exactly like they are.
Teresa encourages others to step outside their comfort zone.
You just got to jump in with both feet. You just got to jump in and you got to trust that whatever happens is supposed to happen.
These are the Mrs. Virginia 2020 finalists.
On this night, the first-time pageant goer would reach the top 10 during Mrs. Virginia, a moment she will always cherish.
It's really so much more than a title and a sash. It really is an opportunity for educated, intelligent, articulate, beautiful women to step out and talk about things that are important to them.
As she moves across the stage of life,
I think I had a lot of personal growth.
Teresa Jackson is not allowing fear or a disease win in the end.
I plan to slide into home base, saying I gave everything I have.
We have so many more incredible women to tell you about.
That was the most happiest moment in my life coming here, actually.
She really established herself as a leader from day one.
Come be inspired. It's good to know.